CBT News, celebrating 10 years of delivering the news and content automotive professionals count on. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's Chris Riggins with today's top stories.
Thanks, Bridget. Starting off our coverage, used EV prices have fallen steadily since peaking last summer, expanding tax credit eligibility under the Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act. In December, 16% of used EVs were listed under $25,000, the maximum price set in the IRA. After the incentive system went into effect in January, this number increased to 20%. Customers who buy a qualifying used EV in the required price range will receive up to $4,000 in credits for their purchase. Up next, Cox Automotive has reported that service activity and revenue increased year over year in January, even though overall order volume declined from December. According to the X-Time Repair Order Revenue Index, earnings increased 1.3% from the previous month and 8.4% from the same period in 2022. Order volume declined 3.6% from December, but remains 3.4% higher than last January. Cox Automotive Chief Economist Jonathan Smoke explained that, quote, service demand remains strong, and traditionally service is an area where dealers see a lot of resilience during a negative economic cycle. JP Morgan Chase & Company has lowered AutoNation's stock rating from neutral to underweight after the company posted declining vehicle sales in its quarterly and full-year report. The bank's analysts told investors that although the dealer group had performed well during the COVID pandemic, its current valuation versus earning ratio make, quote, risk-reward less attractive at current levels, end quote. AutoNation has also lost its claim to the title of biggest dealer in the nation after its longtime rival Lithia Motors purchased 32 new locations in 2022 alone. And last up, a Delaware judge heard closing arguments in a case which could decide whether Tesla CEO Elon Musk will receive a $56 billion payout from a 2018 agreement. During the trial, lawyers for the plaintiff, one of the automaker's investors, argued that the entrepreneur had influenced Tesla's board of directors to secure the massive payment and that the decision was detrimental to the company's shareholders. Tesla's lawyers argued that the move was appropriate given that the incentive has contributed to the company's escalating value. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Gary Barbera, the president and founder of Barbera's Autoland. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
Dealers are seeing incredible momentum, but it's important to remember that consumer demands are what's driving those numbers. Today on Inside Automotive, Gary Barbera, the president and founder of Barbera's Autoland, one of Stellantis' largest volume dealers, joins us to give us an update on his market and operations. Take a look.
So do you feel good about the first quarter in 2023 with regard to new car sales?
Yeah, I think there's always, yes, there's always something to do now with regards to evolving, okay, to continue to evolve that guest experience. And, you know, at Barbera, we want to make people feel like they're at a casino regarding the energy level, because I think that's why people do business, right? Because they want energy, right? Regarding the hospitality and the, you know, that kind of thing. And to make you feel like, hey, I'm in the right place.
That's right. Do you give them free alcohol and drinks as long as they're buying cars? Or is that to pick up on the casino thing?
Not in Philly.
That'd be a good idea, though, wouldn't it? Free drinks and they get a little loose. They're like, yeah, let's make the deal. What the heck?
That would end in tears in Philly. But we do like our tasty cake. We have a lot of snacks, and we have, you know, I think we check that box pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Free cheesesteaks with every time we drive in Philly.
There you go. We do the pretzels.
You do it. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. There
You guys
go.
know how
Yep.
to eat. That's for sure. So talk to me about used cars. I mean, everyone seems to be a little nervous, to say the least, about the used car inventory, how they're acquiring them right now, what they're putting in the car, ACV wise, and where that car might end up in a couple of months. So where do you stand in that?
So in acquiring vehicles,
Well,
or
in the whole issue of used cars, what's your take on it? What concerns do you have?
I think most of all is with the extra time that we all have in the car business now because of technology, right? And finance, right? And being able to predict things now and not guess. I think that we can most importantly look at the car and find out why it is 30 days and
Right.
it didn't sell.
Right.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today.